the 11th consecutive rusher to go over 1,000. So the past 11 years, we've had a 1,000-yard back each year. We'll start with questions for the student athletes.
Guys, your thoughts on going to the bowl? What are your thoughts?
I'm ready. Let's go. I mean, I think it's great to see that guys are out there and staying hungry, staying humble. Not saying we're Whitewater, so we expect us to go back and going out there and fighting. So I'm excited.
I'd say I'm pretty excited too. Really looking forward to the game, but sad that we only have one more game together as a team. It's been a really fun year playing with these guys and got a big list of coaches.
Definitely, it's been a great ride. It's been tough. It hasn't been the easiest ride, and we just really excited for the opportunity. So it's been great.
Dennis, go through, when they tied the game 14-14, now all of a sudden, things up for grabs. Just go through what you guys were thinking and tell us about breaking loose for that touchdown.
Yeah, we always have a saying, pound the rock. So we always just keep pounding, and we know that we have the confidence in each other that something's going to break through. And today it did, and the whole line did a great job, and the hole was there, and we got a touchdown. So good team effort.
Could you talk maybe a little bit about the work Jordan Ratliff did in that drive? He had a couple of big runs, and then you kind of came in and cleaned things up. How much does that running back combination help there?
Yeah, me and Jordan were like best friends, roommates. So, we know that we always count on each other. Always know that if one person is not feeling good or not playing good, the other one's going to step up. And today we both stepped up. So it was a great feeling that we both. And he did a great job.
Michael, tell us about chasing the quarterback all day. I mean, it's kind of reminded me of last week with that quarterback. You guys got to him some, he got to you some. It was quite a battle going on up there.
Yeah, it's kind of an attitude that we have on the D-line, and not even just the D-line, just for the team, especially the defense, it's just relentless pursuit. You just got to keep getting after it. You give up, and that's how you kind of get down the field. So you got to keep chasing it.
The drive they had to tie up the ball game, Riddle was everywhere. What adjustments did you guys make for the rest of the game to kind of rein him in?
Oh, well, on that, he was kind of scrambling a little bit, moving around. So we just try to do our best to kind of corral him, collapse the pocket a little bit.
John, you had the sack on the fourth down play, and I believe Michael covered the fumble, so both guys are here. But I mean, finally you could exhale. You knew then that you were going to win. Just what did that feel like? You did, you showed a little excitement out there.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. Definitely a big play, and felt good to finally get home. We were getting good pressure on him all day, and just got out of the quarterback. Mike covered it. It was just a good play by the whole defense.
Did you see that one coming several seconds ahead of time? Or did it just all of a sudden he came toward you?
Well, I started rushing and got past the first guy, and then saw the running back. He tried to cut me and just worked off it. And then I don't think the quarterback saw me coming, so I was able to put a good stick on him.
Did you get the impression all day he was just as likely to run it, in a big play than throw it? It looked like he brought the ball down quick and took off a lot.
Yeah, he seemed like he liked to do both, but it seemed like when he was scrambling to throw more than he was scrambling to run. He was a hell of a player, made a lot of big plays for him, kept him in the ball game. Shout out to him.
Yeah, you guys were getting to him most of the game, but he got away on a lot of those runs. Does that break your guys' will at all as defensive linemen, or just further motivate you for the rest of the game?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a 60-minute game, and like I said, it's an attitude of relentless pursuit, and we endure an entire 60 minutes. There's no sense of broken will that you will find in the D-line. Guys stay together. It's a great cohesion between not just the D-line, but especially defense and the entire team.
Very familiar foe next week for you guys. How do you prepare for a team that you know so well?
I guess I don't think anything's going to change as far as how we prepare for any other team. But the fact that they are a familiar opponent and we got a little bit more information about them or seeing some looks from them, I guess it kind of makes it a little bit easier to go against a familiar opponent.
Their offense has been nuts. 70 points today. You guys have been squeaking by a little bit, and they've just been steamrolling people. Does that make you nervous at all, or?
Honestly, to me, it means nothing. It means nothing to me. I got a tremendous amount of faith in my team, in my offense, in my defense, and the coaches, the staff, assistants, athletic trainers. I think that this program has done a great job of making sure that guys stay in. We don't focus on the numbers. We played a couple different teams that were high scoring, offices, a lot of passes, a lot of rushes. You got to endure 60 minutes.
And going in every game is just 0-0. We don't really look at record. We don't look at the scores of other games. We go in there focused on what we have to do. As long as we do what we have to do, we know that most of the time we'll come out victorious.
Dennis, talk a little bit about the touchdown run at the end, and you got great blocks at the line of scrimmage, and then you kind of just ran through 3 people on the way in.
Yeah, it was a great block from the whole line. I think I broke one tackle and just tried to cross field, and I ran the guy. So it's just a great spark for the team. We needed something at that point. We needed a spark, and that was that. So then the defense did what they had to do. They did a great job and finished it off.
Michael, you guys have to play for yourself. All football teams do, but you do have a coach that's leaving, and here you go to the Stagg Bowl one last time. Must be exciting to take them to the very end again, right to the championship game again.
Right. Why not end on a high note? You might as well. You might as well.
You guys, you talk about a test of wills a minute ago. That's kind of what this game was, wasn't it? Because, even at halftime, you're 14-0, but maybe it could have been even worse. And then third quarter and up until that last drive, not much happening. So talk about that a little bit, about how, you just keep grinding and keep pounding the rock and hoping that something will happen. Wasn't there a point where you were a little worried?
I don't think we ever really got worried, because I feel like this team, that the offense really trusts the defense and the defense really trusts the offense. We knew Linfield was going to make a push in the second half. They're a great football team, great program, but thought we handled it well and responded and bounced back.
Dennis, with the struggles the offense had in the third quarter there, was there something Linfield was doing after halftime to slow you down a little bit?
I don't think it was that. I think we just were struggling, and we looked and saw what we had to do to fix, and the O-line did a great job. And we just kept pounding. Even when things aren't going well, we just know that at one point it's going to go better. We practice for situations all the time in practice. We practice situations when we're down, we practice situations when we're up, and it worked out.
Excuse me for not knowing, but did any of you guys know Coach Perkins? I don't know how much he was around, or if you guys got to see him or talk to him or anything.
Yeah, Coach is a stud. I think I met him maybe once or twice at team dinner. I saw him. I was able to shake his hand, and he still has that mindset of a coach. He's very encouraging, and it didn't really matter how his day was going. He made sure that the guys left with a high sense of self-esteem, and he was encouraging guys to go out there and be ready for kickoff, is what he says. So. And
I know you had a game to get ready for, but I assume you heard that he had passed away this morning.
We heard before coming out before the game, and we kind of use that as a boost. We don't allow it to kind of tear us down. Coach Perkins is a great guy, as you guys can tell. His record probably better than I do. And he lived a full life. It was a blessing to be able to meet a guy like that and to be a part of a program that he's helped build.
Dennis, do you enjoy getting involved in the passing game? You guys as running backs each had a couple big catches. Your responses for the score, and Jordan's for the big third down conversion start that last year's.
Well, yeah, definitely. We always enjoy getting past the ball. It doesn't happen a lot, so we try to take advantage of all our opportunities. And today, we caught all the balls that we got past to us. So hopefully we just keep getting passes and keep catching them. So it's a great opportunity.
Obviously, a looming Stagg Bowl is motivation enough, but any extra motivation with this being Leipold's last home game, and obviously a lot of the seniors need to go out with a W on their record in the last home game as well.
Well, I guess I can speak as a senior. I guess I don't think of it that way. I think of it as a way for young guys to be able to experience. I know what it was like for me as a freshman coming in, and not only going to the Stagg Bowl, but to get a ring. I still can't explain the feeling to people today. So it's great as a senior to go out on a high note, but it's even better when young guys can get to see something like that and experience something. A lot of guys will experience that and take that with you for the rest of your life. So.
Dennis, what about the pride of just getting it? Because this was an unusual journey for you guys. Lance, announcing he was leaving a few weeks ago. You had a couple of close calls during the season. You got that big target on your backs from being number one, 31 straight games, just all kinds of interesting things there. Is this supposed to be very satisfying and gratifying to be going back to the championship game?
Oh yeah, definitely. We earned to get here. It wasn't an easy road. We worked hard. We played in close games, and we became victorious. So all the distractions, it just gave us motivation, and we want to get Leipold that last national championship before he leaves.
take a couple more questions for the student athletes, if there are any. All right. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.